So good morning. My name is Brett Shaw with UMS Group. We are at the Substation Best Practice Consortium Annual Conference being hosted by PSENG here in Newark, New Jersey. It's a great opportunity for the industry to come together and talk about some of the challenges facing the substation area specifically. So we've got some great talent and great knowledgeable folks here with us this week. John, I'd like to turn to you and say, welcome to the consortium and welcome to the conference, and get your input on what you've seen so far.
Yeah, okay, great. Thanks, Brett. Yeah, my background is I work at ComEd, and I'm a relay engineer there, the principal relay engineer there. So came out here, and so far this morning, we've had some awesome presentations. The one that Mark just did from Southern Cal Edison on breakers has really got me kind of interested in some things that could we do monitoring like that within our relays. I also see some where I'm going to send feedback to my vice president and my directors like, hey, we should probably have our breaker specialist out here and a substation engineer out here. I think would be really valuable for them to this collaborative type of meeting where you can kind of see what other folks are doing, and the conversation I'm having them been pretty engaging.
Well, we're looking forward to your presentation. So what are you going to be talking about?
Yeah, I'm going to be talking about 61850 at ComEd. We have a huge 61850 digital smart substation program underway, and I was the principal architect on that. So I'll be talking about that and what we've kind of experienced and a little background on what 61850 is and a digital smart substation. So looking forward to doing that.
Okay, well, very good. So, this is a very diverse group that's here today. We've got some of the larger investor-owned utilities in the country here, represented, from east to west. We've got a couple of large G&T co-ops here. Yep. So what have you sort of seen as far as the differences or anything just from your interactions early?
Yeah, well, it was interesting. I was talking to the Arkansas G&T folks last night, just kind of getting their perspective on what is a substation to them compared to at ComEd we have Chicago and we have the suburbs, but then we go all the way out to Iowa where there's, I don't even know if they need electricity out there. Yeah, they need it for corn dryers, exactly. So yeah, it's interesting talking to them, and it was interesting talking to the LA, the folks from the Water and Light District there, just talking about because they have a more centralized business district with some older stations. So it was interesting, kind of comparing notes on what those look like. So it's kind of cool.
Okay, so yeah, so that's really one of the values of a program like this, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Because if you go look at some of our substations in the city, they were built World War II-ish area, and so yeah, we're in the process of hardening some of those up. But a lot of them are 12 to 4, and so you just can't get rid of the 4 kV right away, and find out what are the strategies were people doing with that, because they were. That era of substation being built was, highly, brick and mortar with a lot of isophase things and stuff like that. So it's interesting to get other people's perspective on what they're doing.
Very good. Yeah, that is one of the challenges in our industry, dealing with the legacy issues. So it's a good opportunity for you to learn and share from others as well.
Yeah, and it was even talking to when Ed was talking about what's going on here in New Jersey with their upgrades and that was really interesting. I got some lunchtime questions I want to find out from him about, what they're doing on their lower voltage for the, when you have restricted space issues and stuff like that. So that's a incredible thing that, everybody has to deal with if you're in the urban or suburban area.
Yeah, one of the interesting things also is we've got an international presence here as well with regards to some of the presentations. We'll have presentations tomorrow from Australia. We've got one coming in from the Netherlands as well. So yeah, it's an international opportunity to learn from each other. But we hope you enjoy the rest of the conference, and we appreciate you showing up.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Glad you invited me.
All right.
Thank you.